absolutely gorgeous. I've left a couple out because I'm going to use one to slug the bore with my rifle. But what I'm going to do today is I'm going to show you how I pan lube these bullets because I ordered them without lube. They will be fired with a black powder, so I'm going to load them with black powder once I get them lubed. But we're going to go through the process that I do to pan lube. I mean, everybody does it a little different. This is just the way I do it. So let's get started, shall we? Okay, what I'm doing here is I've got my lube melting on a double boiler on the stove. Now, what I use for lube, this is 50% beeswax, pure beeswax, and 50% Crisco with about 5 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil added to it. That's all there is to it. Now, once I get that melted, I have, as we speak, my bullets ready to be lubed in a pan, but I'm warming them in a 170-degree oven for about 10 minutes because you want to get the bullets warm so the lube sticks very well into the grooves. If they're too cold, it tends to want to come out when you pop them out of the form. So when the bullets come out of the oven, we'll show you how I do it. Okay. All right. Trying to handle the camera one-handed and do this. There's no way I could have poured this the way it was. I made a little bit of a mess, but that's why I set a towel down before I did it. Pulled the bullets out of the oven, and you can see how I have my funnel set up, and basically I pour the lube in the funnel, and we bring the lube up. I normally bring it up not quite this far, just above the lube grooves. But in this case, this particular bullet, it was a little hard to get the level just right, and the lube tends to shrink just a little bit as it cools. So now we're going to let it harden here. It'll take about 20 minutes to cool, and once it cools, it'll get nice and firm. And then, while it's still warm, I found it easier, and it sticks to the grooves better to remove the bullets once it's cooled, but not quite all the way, where it's still pretty pliable. So we'll come back after this sets up, and you'll see where it's turned almost a white color. And then we'll pop the bullets out. We'll put them in a holder, and then I pop them in the freezer, and that keeps the lube hard until I'm ready to load them. So we'll be back shortly. Thanks, guys. Alright, guys. We removed a little bit, removed a few, and I'll show you what I did here. What I've got here is a little tool that I've made, and basically it's just a fire-formed 4570 case. I like to clean the inside of it out about every 10 bullets when I'm removing these. I've never had any luck whatsoever just popping them out of my lube and having the lube stay in the grooves. For the most part it will, but this has 2 functions actually, and I'll show you what I'm talking about here. We take a towel here, just so it's clean next to it, and I'll take this tool, and what I've got here, it's just drilled with a screw at the end, you can see, and I've got this inside adjustment and then outside adjustment. I can also use it to cut cardstock because I've sharpened the edge of it here. But it's sort of bowed out, so it's chamfered. I don't know if you can see the inside of it real well. So it never touches the actual driving bands on the bullet, so I can't shave any lead off of it, in other words. So let me show you what I do here. I'll take this and very gently put it over the top, and then just push this right down around the bullet. Wiggle it around a little bit, and then just pull up on here, and you'll see the bullet comes right out with it. Now, in most cases, when you pan lube, you're going to end up with some lube on the base of the bullet. That can be problematic because with any of these black powder lubes, what ends up happening is they'll stick. You get lube in between the base of the bullet and the wad, and when you fire it, the wad will stick to the base of the bullet. There, you're going to get no accuracy that way. So what I'll do is, as you can see, I've got it adjusted right here where just the base of the bullet sticks out. I've only got a little bit there. But I take this clean towel and I'll just rub on the bottom a little bit. It cleans that lube off the bottom of the base of the bullet. So now I don't have to worry about it. So when they go in here, they're clean. And then when I push the bullet out, you'll see that all the lube stays in the grooves really nicely. And the base of the bullet's clean. So then I load them, bullet end down so the lube doesn't touch my holder here. So it stays in the groove. Because once it softens, guys, I'm telling you, anything that touches that lube pushes it out of the lube groove. And then we go to the next one. And about every 10 bullets or so, I'll clean out the inside because I'll get a buildup of lube in there because of the way it pushes around the bullet. So once again, I push it all the way down, wiggle it a little bit, pull it right out. There's the base right there. And sometimes my adjustment on the little screws will come loose a little bit and I'll have to adjust it back out. And all I do is just hold on to that and push it out just a little bit. Then clean off the base. So now you have no lube on the base whatsoever. And then I'll just take it, push it right out of the case. And there you go. I've got a lubed bullet with a clean base. And I don't have to worry about it again. Now once I load them, I don't have to worry about that the lube sticking to the wad whatsoever when I fire the round. It's like I said, unless you catch this lube at the right temperature once you do your pan lubing, I've never had them pop right out and stay in the grooves. Even when I heat the bullets, although when I heat the bullets it does stick better. When I just try to pull them straight out, I either have to grab them with pliers or I push it out the bottom end, and I'll get 1 or 2 bullets. Inevitably, there won't have any lube left in the groove. But doing it this way, I found that it's quicker. If it does happen to lift out just a little bit, it's only the first groove, and I can push that right back in, and it goes right in there. And you just keep going around. And like I said, the way I have the case, the inside of the case, mouth chamfered, I've never had a problem with it touching the driving bands. You just have to make sure you really, really ream out the end of your case. Because if you don't, there's a good possibility you'll shave off some lead pushing this down into your lube. Because if you just clean it off, you got a clean bullet base. Push it right out. And then once I lube them, of course, you'll end up with lube that builds up in your bullet sealing guide. But about every 10 rounds, I'll clean that out a little bit. No problem. So that's how I pan lube. It's probably different for everybody. Like I said, some people have really good lunch of popping them out of the lube. I don't. So this is the way I figured out how to do it. And I ended up with a tool that's actually multi-purpose. Because like I said, I can take it, tighten down that screw, put it in a drill, and actually drill through a deck of cards or a stack of milk cardboard. And now I've got a bunch of size card wads. So there you go. All right, guys. We will catch you on the